In one of the strangest and most unexpected legal filings in recent memory, the Southport Mass Shooter, who has already been widely condemned in both the court of law and the court of public opinion, has now turned the spotlight toward country music singer Kellie Pickler by filing a lawsuit that claims she poisoned him before his violent spree. This bizarre allegation has immediately generated shock, disbelief, and heated debate across social media, entertainment news outlets, and legal circles alike, because the case collides two very different worlds, one of a convicted gunman responsible for taking innocent lives and the other of a beloved country star with a reputation for her bubbly personality, strong vocals, and years of goodwill in the public eye. To stay updated with all the latest news, subscribe and turn on notifications. According to court filings obtained by reporters, the shooter claims that he came into contact with Kellie Pickler several weeks before the tragic incident, and that she deliberately laced his drink with toxins that led to paranoia, hallucinations, and erratic behavior, culminating in his decision to carry out mass violence. The lawsuit describes in great detail a supposed encounter between the two in a Nashville bar where Pickler was allegedly hosting a private event for friends and industry insiders. The shooter, who has no known direct ties to her, claimed he was invited by a mutual acquaintance and later drank from a glass he now says was deliberately poisoned by Pickler herself. Legal analysts are already skeptical of the claims, noting that the shooter has provided no verifiable evidence connecting Pickler to the poisoning allegation. In fact, police reports from the night of the incident show no mention of Pickler's involvement, nor has any witness testimony ever placed her near the accused in the weeks leading up to the tragedy. Still, the shooter's legal team filed the civil lawsuit, arguing that Pickler is directly responsible for his diminished mental state, which they claim served as the catalyst for the horrific events in Southport. For her part, Kellie Pickler has not only denied the allegations but called them both cruel and outrageous. Through her attorney, she issued a strongly worded statement saying that she has never met the shooter, does not know him, and has no connection whatsoever to the events that unfolded. Her legal team has vowed to pursue immediate dismissal of the case, calling it a desperate publicity stunt by a man already facing life in prison. The statement emphasized that dragging Pickler's name into this tragedy only serves to re-traumatize victims' families and unfairly tarnish her career. The bizarre filing has sparked a firestorm online, with fans rushing to defend Pickler against what they view as a malicious and fabricated accusation. Many point to her long history of charitable work, her well-documented career on American Idol, and her reputation as a wholesome performer as reasons why such claims ring hollow. On Twitter, X, Instagram, and Facebook, hashtags like #StandWithKellie began trending as fans expressed outrage that her name is being associated with such a heinous crime. Others highlighted the cruelty of the shooter, shifting blame rather than accepting responsibility for his actions, which have left lasting scars in the Southport community. In Southport itself, emotions remain raw months after the tragedy that took lives and injured dozens. The community is still grappling with grief, trauma, and unanswered questions now with this lawsuit in the headlines. Many locals feel blindsided. They argue that attention should remain focused on healing, supporting victims, and ensuring nothing like this ever happens again, rather than indulging what they view as a delusional claim against an innocent celebrity. Several victim advocacy groups have already issued statements condemning the lawsuit as a dangerous distraction from the real issues of gun violence, accountability, and justice. Legal experts note that frivolous lawsuits of this type are not unheard of, particularly when defendants in high-profile criminal cases attempt to shift blame or create alternate narratives in the public sphere. However, few cases involve dragging such a prominent celebrity into the fray. Experts suggest that while the case will almost certainly be dismissed, the damage to Pickler's emotional well-being and peace of mind cannot be underestimated. Defamation scholars also warn that such allegations, though baseless, can linger online and create search engine results that unfairly link Pickler's name with the tragedy even after dismissal. The entertainment industry has responded swiftly, with many of Pickler's colleagues speaking out in her defense. Fellow country stars, producers, and television personalities have called the lawsuit disgusting and a baseless attack on a woman who has always been known for kindness, authenticity, and resilience. Some noted that Pickler has endured personal hardships in recent years, yet has always carried herself with grace, making the accusation even more cruel and implausible. As the lawsuit heads to preliminary hearings, the shooter's legal team insists they will present evidence, but as of now no documentation, medical records, or eyewitness testimony substantiate the poisoning claim. Meanwhile, Pickler's lawyers are preparing not only to demand dismissal but also to explore possible countersuits for defamation, emotional distress, and damages to her career trajectory. While Pickler has largely remained private in recent years following personal losses, she may be forced into the public spotlight once again to defend her name. Observers say the case underscores the dangerous intersection of celebrity culture, crime, and media attention in a society where headlines spread faster than facts. The very existence of this lawsuit has already become fodder for conspiracy theorists, tabloids, and internet speculation. Legal scholars caution that even if the claim collapses quickly, the misinformation generated could have lasting ripple effects in public discourse. For Pickler, a singer once celebrated for her inspiring journey from a small-town girl to an American Idol finalist and established recording artist, this bizarre entanglement is an unwelcome reminder of how easily reputations can be attacked in the digital era. For the families of Southport victims, the lawsuit feels like salt in an open wound. Many have publicly stated that the shooter's actions are his responsibility alone and that any attempt to shift the blame dishonors the memory of those who lost their lives. They are calling on the court to act swiftly in dismissing the lawsuit so that healing and accountability can remain the focus. Survivor groups have emphasized that the shooter's legal maneuvering cannot erase the fact that lives were shattered and communities forever changed by his decisions. As this strange legal drama unfolds, the broader conversation about responsibility and justice continues to swirl. While the shooter clings to a sensational accusation against a country music star, the vast majority of observers see it as a desperate ploy to distract from his guilt and extend his notoriety. Meanwhile, Kellie Pickler stands firm in her denial, supported by fans, colleagues, and a legal team determined to clear her name quickly and decisively in the court of public opinion. She remains a beloved figure, unfairly caught in the crossfire of a man's destructive choices. Whether the courts will expedite dismissal remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the lawsuit has already captured national attention, not because of its credibility but because of its sheer absurdity. The story serves as both a cautionary tale about how easily baseless claims can disrupt lives and as a rallying point for communities demanding accountability, justice, and truth. At the center of it all is Kellie Pickler, a woman who has weathered storms before and now faces yet another test of resilience, strength, and the power of truth to outlast falsehood. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Talent Zone Updates YouTube channel for more update news.